Rev up your engines!
Letty says, Scotty, have you ever worked on a Toyota Supra 2JZ engine? What do you think of the car in general? Yeah, I've worked on them. They're fun to drive. But those engines had weak cams. And a lot of them, they were soft metal. The cams would go out. The two cam systems were notoriously weak. And it cost a lot of money to rebuild them. So I know a lot of guys drift in those Supras because they were rear-wheel drive. And a lot of people like the rear-wheel drive for drifting. They're better drifting cars. Cinnamon Roll says, Scotty, any insight about the 95 to 2001 Nissan Sentra? Nissan Sentra B14. Okay, those were decent cars because that was before Renault merged with Nissan and the quality went. So back then, they were actually decent cars. I had many customers with the 95 to 2001 Sentras that would get 200,000-300,000 miles and still have the original engines. Now, the automatic transmissions even then were a little bit weak, but nothing compared to the junk that Nissan's putting out these days. The only thing is, if you got a 95, what are we talking about? We're talking about a 24-year-old car. So there are so many things that can go wrong in 24 years. You wouldn't pay much for one, but if you wanted a fixer-upper, that might not be a bad fixer-upper because they were better made in those days than they are today, by far. Tobin Wilcox says, can you switch from Dex Cool to regular green coolant in an old 04 Malibu? Now, you can put whatever you want in it, but you don't want to use regular green coolant. What you would do would be, you would flush out the Dex Cool, flush it all out. You get a garden hose, take out your thermostat, flush it all out. Then you could put in any modern long life coolant. Prestone, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as it says extended life for all cars, and you can buy some that are good for 7 years or 150,000 miles, and that's perfect. But you don't want to go back to the old green coolant because that's a different type of coolant. That is a inorganic acid coolant, where the newer ones are organic acid. So you want to use the new long life one. They're all organic acid. The Dex Cool was an organic acid one too, but they had problems. They don't really have problems anymore with the newer ones, but originally they did. They didn't make it right and they would corrode the systems. But the new Dex Cool doesn't really have any problems. It was only the older ones. Samsung Phone says, are Samsung phones better than iPhones? Well, I think so. You're watching this on a Samsung S9 now, and I shoot video with it. I'm real happy with the phone. The only thing that I don't like about it is it does crappy selfie videos, because I thought I could use it to do selfie video stuff, but it's lousy for that. They stutter and they shake. I can only use it for the back camera for shooting, really, just on a tripod, or have my wife hold it and shoot me that way, because the selfie video is garbage, which kind of surprised me. I thought they would have had that up, but the selfie video was garbage on it. They need to fix the software, and you can't turn off the autofocus, so it keeps getting blurry and going in and out. I mean, even here, every once in a while, if you see me go blurry in and out, it's because I'm using the selfie one for broadcasting this thing, and a lot of times it screws up a little bit. So other than that, and then if the Samsung guys are watching, hey, you need to fix that selfie video stuff. It really needs some work.
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.